It's Sunday, May 14th here at the West End Gun Club out here at the Rimfire Range. It's a very sunny morning. Sun's creeping out over the ridge line there. And it's supposed to be a pretty warm day today, relatively speaking, about 80 degrees, 82 degrees. Already put some rounds down range with the Vudoo 360. One important thing that just took place is that I swapped out the firing pin spring. So in prior range vlogs, you probably saw that, or I probably mentioned that I'm having failures to fire with Eley Match. So I reached out to Vudoo and asked them for the 22-pound firing pin spring. I asked them, about it, and they didn't really tell me what spring that came with it. They just told me they made a switch. Now, whether or not this action had the lighter weight spring, like the 18-pounder, I'm not entirely sure. I gave them my serial number. They didn't make any indication either way whether or not it came with the 18 or the 22. But they shipped me out a 22-pound spring. I swapped it out a couple days ago, and that's why I brought it to the range to make sure it still fires, of course, and it shoots center X accurately as I expected. And I just ran through about 25 rounds Eley Match with no failures to fire. I'm going to dump a few more mags through it just to make sure that it's okay and it's lighting up the primer correctly. But if that fixes the problem, then apparently it was just a lighter weight firing pin spring that was causing my failures to fire with Eley Match. Oh. No light strike. Or failure to fire, rather. Apparently I spoke too soon. I did get 3 failures to fire with the Eley Match with this specific lot that's listed as 1022-02-145, rated at 1051 feet per second. It's pushing about 1102. I fired 30 rounds, or tried to fire 30 rounds, and I had 3 failures to fire out of this specific lot. I fired 14 rounds of the different lot with no issues. So I think I have some left of the different lot. I'll try that and shoot maybe 20 rounds, 20 or 30 rounds, see if I get a failure to fire, see if it's possibly a lot issue. However, it could be a headspace issue because Eley Match, or Eley ammo in general, does have a thinner rim, the way their thickness is. It's just slightly thinner, and so that's possibly an issue. Not entirely sure if that's the case. My Vudoo Gen 1.2 has no problems with Eley Match ammo, this specific lot. It actually shoots it very well. So I'm not entirely sure. At this point, I don't think I can trust Eley Match in this gun, so I'll just stick with LAPO ammo. But now I know that at least this specific lot, Eley Match, is no good in this gun. I do have these brass picks that I bought off Amazon just because I just don't like the idea of sticking my knife in there to try to pry out a round. Granted, it's, the knife is steel, and you could mar the chamber a little bit. Not to mention you could break the tip off a knife, and I'd rather not do that. So I just got these cheap Amazon special brass. It is brass. I ran a magnet on it, so it's not a metal at all. But I use this just to pry out the rims because it won't eject on my tight chamber if you have a loaded round and try to eject it. Any case, let me just fire a few more mags of the other Eley Match, and then we'll move on to some other shooting. I broke out some Eley Tenex. I only have one box left, literally like a 50-round box left. I shot a 10-round warm-up group after shooting Eley Match. This is what I shot here. Then I shot another 10 rounds, which shrunk pretty well in terms of no flyers. It's not bad, but it's not exceptional considering Eley Tenex is nearly $200 a brick, I think, if not more. But after that, you probably noticed that I was shooting two other types of ammo which are new to me. One is Norma Tac-22 and the other is Norma Match-22. The top targets here, this one is a warm-up group with Tac-22, and then I shot another group with Tac-22, which actually opened up quite a bit. I think it's probably mainly because once you shoot here, you lose your aiming point, and it just sort of ruins your string in terms of your reference. But whatever. This is a warm-up group. Then I shot this one. Then I switched to not Eley Match, but Norma Match rather for the bottom two. This is a warm-up group here, and then I shot another 10-round group here. Not great, but not terrible. This up and down stringing. The SDs are kind of wide. Although I think I keep saying Eley Match. Norma Match I think was 11 SD. I think this SD was somewhere around 13, 14. I have to look at my notes, but this ammo is not too expensive. I'll have to look at what I paid for it. But I guess you would call this budget ammo rather. So the Tac-22 is relatively inexpensive. The Match-22 is a bit more. But what I'm seeing with Tac-22 is okay. Obviously, I need to shoot a little bit more, but out of my 25-inch Muller Works, it shoots mildly well. But maybe I should put some more rounds to it just to try it out. But I'll probably try this. I think I'll try Norma Tac-22, Match-22 a little bit more in depth at a later date with multiple guns. I'm all done shooting pretty much, and I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. It's only 8:40. It's about 70, 72 degrees right now, 50% humidity, starting to warm up. In the sun, it's getting pretty hot. In the shade, it's only 70. It was a little bit more humid this morning. I think it was about 80%. It was foggy on the way in, but it burned off right now, but it still feels kind of muggy. In any case, as far as the Vudoo is concerned, the 360 with the Muller Works barrel and Eley Match, failures to fire with 1051 even after changing out the firing pin for a confirmed 22-pound spring. However, a different lot of Eley Match had no failures to fire. I fired 44 rounds of that stuff this morning in that lot, and it did not fail to fire. I'm going to try to measure those rims on the lots to see if there's any difference, if I can detect it with my calipers. Again, I have a rim thickness gauge. I'll try that out. I tried 20 rounds of Eley Tenex, and that didn't fail to fire. So I'm not entirely sure if that Eley Match issue might be with the lot. Although that lot shoots in my Vudoo Gen 1.2 just fine. In any case, I'll just be shooting Center X or LAPO ammo in my Vudoo 360 since that's what I prefer to shoot. As far as the Norma ammo, that Tac-22 and the Match-22 shoots okay. I think they're about the same, to be honest. I'll have to run the numbers, and I need to shoot a few more strings with it, also in another gun to see how well it is in general. But Tac-22's gotten some good word of mouth as being a very lower cost option for people, and it shoots relatively well. And my buddy's Rimex, he had Tac-22, and that shot well. It shoots well in his 1022 or not his 1020 in his Rimex with I think it's a 20-inch proof. But Tac-22, if you're interested, if you can find it, try it out. It shouldn't be that expensive. It should be relatively cheap. If anything, I think it's less expensive than like SK standard. But yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Today is Mother's Day, so hopefully everyone, as you see this video will be released tomorrow. Hopefully all the women out there, all the mothers had a good Mother's Day, and have a great rest of your year, I guess. But the next NRL22 match is going to be for us May 28th, which is the Sunday before Memorial Day or Memorial Day weekend. So for all the people who are looking to come out to that NRL22 match at the West End Gun Club, the range is technically closed right now, still, because they're claiming that, the road is not good. I think the road is fine. I anticipate we'll be fine come 2 weeks from now. So I will keep everyone apprised, but please sign up. And if we end up canceling the match because the road conditions are not good, I'll let everyone know. But Just go ahead and sign up. I'm pretty sure we'll be open for match day. The range will be open for match day, and we'll have our match. Anyway, that's it for today, Sunday, May 14th at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. See you in the next vlog. Happy Mother's Day.